Hey, Joe Manausa here to answer your real estate frequently asked questions. I was just asked, what are you going to do to sell my home? Well, this is probably the most important question that a homeowner can ask a real estate agent. What kind of marketing will that agent do to get a home sold? And I've got to warn you, this is a seller's market, and yet most sellers I see are leaving money on the table. What's crazy is experienced home sellers are doing worse than first-time home sellers. It's as if their experience is holding them back. If you own a home and want to sell it, you need to know that the process has changed. And it's not just about getting your home sold, it's about selling it for the most money you can get. Fortunately, the process is fairly easy. You just have to know what to do. Hey, before we move on, do us a small favor, please. Help us tell YouTube that this video is worth watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Would you be shocked to discover that 95% of all home buyers are using the internet to find a home? Then why are most real estate marketing plans state-of-the-art 1990? In order to get a good feel for why things are so different today, let's quickly review how we used to sell a home before digital was part of the solution. You have to remember, this was before the internet, this was before digital cameras, and so that means everything we did in marketing had a time element to it. When we took pictures of your home, well, we had to send the film out to get developed, and then we had to select the right shots, and then we had to submit them to different channels. We had the MLS. Well, the MLS was a book that came out every month. So if we got your home pictures done, we might miss the submission. It might be another 30 days before we could even get it to the market. Same thing is true with Homes and Land Magazine and Real Estate Book and all the other publications that required a paper submission with pictures. It took time. Overall, it took about 60 days for us to process a home and get it to the majority of the market. And see, that's the key. We know today 95% of home buyers are using the internet, so we know where they all are and we can reach them immediately. But back then, it took us about 60 days to reach the majority of the buyers for your home. And back then, we used to tell you there's a normal 60-day marketing time, and that's why we did it. Now, if you look at all of those numbers and put them together, you realize we couldn't reach the whole market for 60 days, so we didn't want to give the home away. We didn't want to hit the market and only let the one or two people that discovered it know it was for sale at a low price. So we priced it high with the idea that we'd wait for the full marketing channels to come around and then we'd lower the price until it sold. So the price it high, wait, price reduce, get contract and sell, that's how that all came about because it really did take time to get it to the market. Today, the top digital marketers can reach the entire market, or at least 95% of the market for your home, in a matter of hours. So we have a completely different process. We now have learned that if we sell it fast, we get more money for the seller. And here's why. It's all about fear and greed. Today's buyers, like all buyers, have both emotions running through them, fear and greed. When they see a home that's overpriced, they're greedy. They choose to either not even make an offer on it, they wait until it drops in price, or they come in with a lowball offer. But what we want to do is invoke fear in the buyer. We want them to be fearful that they'll miss out to another buyer. So aggressive pricing and strong marketing helps us elicit multiple offers in today's home sellers market. Home sellers must understand that the only way that we can bid a home up to its maximum value in the market is that if more than one person wants it. If you're negotiating with just one buyer, it's going to be give and take on both sides. But if you're negotiating with multiple buyers, it's only going to be give on their side and take on yours. The key to getting multiple buyers is to be aggressively priced so that you attract more than one. In order to explain how we sell a home today, I like to use a fishing analogy. In the past, the way we sold a home was like fishing on a stream. We knew that the fish would eventually come along and we just had to hold our bait until the majority of the fish were going to be swimming by. And we'd stand by that stream and the fish would come by and we would throw our best bait after the right amount of time. Today, though, we have a much better way of doing it. It's like fishing in a stocked pond. For those of you that don't do freshwater fishing, a stocked pond is merely a piece of water where you keep growing fish so that when you want to go fishing, you know where they are. And you might wonder, how do we stock our pond? Well, it's all about a concept we like to call pre-marketing. Everybody knows that real estate agents typically start advertising and promoting a home once it hits the market. But we find that if we pre-market a home, if we spend a lot of money promoting it on social media and all the other channels that we use, we can actually get multiple buyers showing up on the first day. So when a home hits the market, we like to refer to this as the product launch date and copy what some other industries are doing to make sure they're able to sell. Here's what you really need to take away from this. A home that fetches top dollar does so because there's many buyers competing for it. We try to get those buyers to show up all at the same time on day one when that product launches, when you have a new home hitting the market. And the way we do that is through massive marketing efforts on social media, on YouTube, on Google, on Facebook. We are everywhere. In fact, we spend more money each month marketing our homes than most agents earn in a year. Why? Because we know it takes that massive exposure to stock the pond. We need to build a long list of people who will be in the market for quite some time, and then we promote your home to the people that have gathered on our list over the months and years. So how do you go about shopping for a real estate agent for the job of selling your home? How do you find the one that's going to do the massive marketing that it takes to generate the group of buyers necessary to get you multiple offers when you hit the market? Well, my best recommendation is that you hit the internet. Go to Google and look at real estate agent reviews on Google. If they don't have several hundred, they're not trying. Go and look on Facebook. Facebook and Google both represent places where it's really hard to get fake reviews. A lot of the other sites are loaded with fake reviews. I know when Zillow came out, there were agents in California that had tens of thousands of reviews in just a few weeks. But Google and Facebook police their sites because they're trying to deliver quality content when they can. So I would recommend you start with those two. But you can also go on YouTube and see who's posting real estate videos. And here's the secret trick. Check out how many views their videos have. If they've only been seen by 50 or 60 people, what good is a video that nobody watches? Okay, they should have thousands of views on every one of their videos. The same is true for Facebook. Anybody can post your home for sale on Facebook, but if it's only seen by 1 or 2 people or liked by 2 or 3 people, that's not something that's getting properly promoted. You should see Facebook ads that are promotions that have hundreds of likes, and that's when you know someone's really spending the massive dollars it takes to build the pond full of buyers to get your home sold for the top dollar. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, please remember to look down below and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and hit the little alert bell so you'll know when we're producing our next piece of content. Well, I know what you're thinking. There's so much covered here. I sure wish someone had written a book about this so I could really take a deep dive and really understand it. Simply go to Amazon and get my book, The Business of Getting Business. It's everything that you need to know about selling a home in the digital age. I've included a link to the book down below.